Studio. We're talking about the stories that have us all talking.
Yeah, we're joined by Susie Falk of the Falk Group, plus Jeff Wagner is back. All right, topic number one, gasoline with 15% ethanol could be in the future. The EPA is allowing manufacturers to register as suppliers, and most ethanol fuel is only 10% ethanol. A higher amount would mean some relief from high gas prices for new car models. So is this moving things in the right direction? What do you guys think?
No, this is junk.
You don't get as much miles per gallon with an ethanol.
Right, yeah,
heavy
exactly.
fuel.
See, I don't buy this whole idea that first it'll reduce stuff, because you use the higher ethanol gas, and what it does is you get less mileage. Also, ethanol is really expensive. The only reason that it's even in the ballpark is because we have all these taxpayer subsidies that we go and we give to the corn industry. If ethanol had to stand on its own merits, I think you'd be looking at gas $6-7 a gallon. I think this is a bad idea. Not to mention it kills lawnmower engines and snowblower engines and all that sort of stuff. Down with ethanol.
Ooh. Well, you know what? It's a complex issue, and what we're trying to do, I think, is wean ourselves away from oil from foreign countries, and it's a good initiative, I think, but it is expensive. It's harsh on the environment, and there are a lot of reasons why I think we should say, whoa, let's hold off for a little bit. But you know what? We do need to rely less on foreign oil and foreign energy, and more on what we have locally. I do think that we're going to be rethinking it, and we will develop ways to make energy cleaner and more accessible for cars. We're rethinking a lot of things right now. Food policy is one of them. But anyways, I'm not sure that E15, as it's called, is what we should be doing right now.
Do you think there's any benefit to it at all?
It's cleaner. I believe it's a cleaner energy for the environment. The problem is you have to use more of it, and it is bogging down some of our cars, and they're not working effectively, and so they're going through. Well, I don't know.
You know, and see, on the other flip side, I mean, Susie, you were talking about food. I mean, one of the other things is because we have government subsidies to the corn producers, one of the things that happens is it artificially increases the cost of food by that being corn, because, you know, they're diverting their crops because they make money doing the ethanol stuff. I just think this is, I mean, if ethanol could stand without government subsidies, fine. But like I say, it can't right now. To me, this doesn't make sense.
And you're going to be getting a lot of angry email from Iowa.
That's okay. Bring it on. I don't mind.
All right, guys, thank you very much. And coming up next, a new study shows more Americans may be obese than we realize. Why a new study could change the way healthy body weight is determined.
We are joined by Susie Falk from the Falk Group and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ.
All right, topic number two, more Americans may be obese than we realize. A new study found that 39% of patients who were considered overweight by current body mass index standards fell into the obese category once body fat percentage was taken into account. So do you think the standards to determine whether someone is obese should be changed?
You know, we were just talking about this on the set during the commercial. It's the BMI index when it came out in the calculator. You know, all of a sudden there was a jump in the number of people who were obese. I do think as a society we are getting larger. I think there's a real problem with access to good food. I think that there are way too many inner city people that don't have good food at their disposal, and it's not affordable. And so I think no matter what percentage of us is fat, we have to address the core issue here, and that is access to good, affordable food. There's a good food revolution taking place, and it starts here in Milwaukee. Will Allen and Growing Power are trying to do something about it, and we've got to change our dietary issues and our also exercise. And so,
Susie, you just got that plug in there.
I did.
You got that plug in for one of your clients.
Okay. They are my client. Full disclosure, but they are doing some good work out there. The Let's Move campaign, get people off their butts, exercising and eating better food. That's what this is all about.
Okay, I have no issue with that. Here's my issue. These numbers are ridiculous. You know, you look at these things, we are classifying people as obese when they're really not. I don't argue with people who are getting healthier, getting heavier, need to eat healthier, but you look at these tables. I mean, for example, when I went on this nasty diet I went on 2 years ago, I mean, the bottom line was, in order to get out of to get into the normal weight thing, not the obese, but the normal weight thing, I'd have to lose another like 35 or 40 pounds. If I did that, everybody would be thinking that I was, you know, sick. These numbers are just not realistic, and I think it's partly designed to create a scare.
Okay, the obesity, you know, maybe those numbers aren't realistic, but you know what is real is diabetes and the amount of diabetes in our society, and that is definitely connected to fat and bad eating, and so we've got a major epidemic here. And as you know, the Supreme Court talks about the Obamacare and access to health care, it's something that we absolutely have to consider. It's how we as individuals and as a society need to change the way we treat our bodies. It's ridiculous.
Last topic. This comes from the shaking my head file. Allegiant Air will start charging passengers $35 to carry their bag on the airplane and put it in the overhead bin. This change starts with flights booked tomorrow. Passengers will be allowed to bring on like a purse or a little briefcase that fits under the seat, and you can do that for free. But you want to put something in the overhead compartment. $35, please.
Well, I won't be flying Allegiant Airlines. This is one of my pet peeves. See, I hate all the nickel and diming stuff, not the $35 is nickel and diming. It's sort of like when you go to a restaurant, I order my steak, give me a potato and a salad, tell me how much it's going to cost. Don't give me all this a la carte stuff. Tell me how much it is going to cost to go from here to Phoenix if I want to take my golf bag, and then just give me the price and let me decide, instead of building in all these hidden or not so hidden fees.
No, I agree with you on that, but you know what I have a hard time with is the amount of time it takes to get into the plane and check and put the bags in the overhead. And you know, the stewardesses, they don't, or flight attendants, they won't touch the bags, and so you have little old ladies trying to put their, you know, the suitcases up above. It's a bad situation, and the only good that could come out of this is maybe fewer people will bring their bags onto the plane.
Yeah, but they're going to charge them to check the bags too. I mean, that's
maybe they should
see,
just
that's one of the
tack
things.
that
You know, you charge people to check the bags like they do in some airlines. Now everybody tries to carry on the stuff that they don't have to pay for. Just, I mean, go back to the old system. Charge whatever's fair, but you know, take my bags if I want.
Agree. Throw in a lunch, right?
Oh, we won't even talk about that.
That's
Frontier
another
Airlines has got
day.
more than
Now, and we're going to be right back.